Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is waking up and staying dry this Tuesday morning. Had a lot of thunderstorms last night across parts of the 1011 coverage area, especially across parts of central and western Nebraska. Some very areas of very heavy rain falling. Here in Lincoln, we've seen mainly some light rain so far today, really less than a quarter of an inch for many locations here in the capital city, but we are going to be seeing more rain as we head through the morning and into this afternoon. We're going to talk about that and talk about how much we can expect to see, talk about some much cooler conditions into the day as well. But I wanted to start off with an anniversary, 45 years since the real Night of the Twisters. This was a storm that hit Grand Island, and one of the most unusual nights not only in Nebraska weather history, but really anywhere in the United States. Again, 7 tornadoes over the span of about 3 hours. You had multiple tornadoes spinning cyclonically and anticyclonically. Most of our tornadoes in the northern hemisphere spin counterclockwise, but you had a couple of them spinning clockwise that night. And again, just that number of tornadoes over a really a short amount of time, 3 hours, but over really a small amount of distance. Again, the graphic that you have here on the screen is the paths of those tornadoes that night, kind of starting across the northern part of town and then moving across kind of north-central Grand Island, and then really hitting parts of eastern and southeastern Grand Island pretty hard. Tornado number 5 that night was the strongest and most deadly, basically going right down Locust Street. I use this example all the time, when I'm talking to kids, talking to adults about tornadoes and things like that. Most of the time tornadoes move with the storm that they're with, but again, tornadoes can move any which way they want to. And again, particularly, tornado number 5, kind of started off east of town, moving back to the west, and then curved basically down to the south, moved right down Locust Street before kind of then curving back to the south and east, and eventually just moving straight east. And so again, tornadoes can move in kind of all sorts of directions, and this was a really good example of that night. Again, June 3rd, all the way back in 1980. Again, obviously, then you had the book written based on the events that happened this night. Great book. Again, if you have a kiddo, who needs to read a book this summer, this would be a great book to read. But again, based on true events, one of the strangest weather events that we've seen, again, not only in Nebraska, but anywhere in the United States when it comes to tornadoes. So that was 45 years ago today that we had that. In terms of the thunderstorms that we had last night, this is a look at the satellite radar loop over 18 hours. Again, you can see those storms developed along that front across parts of central into southwestern Nebraska late last night, moving south along the front before they finally got some eastward push to them. But as they move south, again, this is over 18 hours, so it's kind of sped up, but they were moving extremely slowly, and they were extremely efficient rain-producing thunderstorms. So again, across much of southwestern Nebraska and the northeastern parts of the state along that sort of the axis of that front, we saw some areas of really heavy rain over the course of the last 12 to 18 hours, particularly for those areas that saw some of those heavy thunderstorms across parts of Lincoln and Custer County, which we'll take a look at just a second. Again, those thunderstorms, least shocking news to anyone, kind of split as they kind of moved into parts of Lancaster County. So again, Lincoln kind of got a glancing blow, but we are expecting more areas of rain to move through the area as we head through the rest of this morning and into this afternoon. The radar kind of filling back in across parts of southeastern Nebraska. So if we look at the radar estimated precipitation over the course of the last 24 hours, again, this is what the radar is estimating, not necessarily observed totals, but you can see that pretty wide swath stretching from back near Imperial through North Platte, Broken Bow, Ord up into Norfolk and northeastern Nebraska, those areas in yellow and orange, indicating 1 to 2 to maybe 2.5 inches of rain. But some of the really heavy spots, those pinks and purples, again, kind of across parts of Lincoln and Custer County, those are indicative of some areas that saw some really heavy rain. Saw a number of flash flood warnings yesterday with these storms. And again, the radar estimating, not necessarily ground reports, but I certainly don't think they're too far off Some reports of 4 to 5 to even 6, 7 inches of rain falling across parts of the eastern half of Lincoln County, and then across parts of Custer County. Again, 3, 4, 5 inches of rain falling across those areas. So some incredible rainfall amounts in those areas. We don't like to see that much rain all at once, but that's certainly going to help with the drought conditions that we have across those areas. Again, too much at once, though, certainly not a good thing. Across the eastern half of the state, you can see much lighter amounts for southeastern Nebraska, but still upwards of 1 inch to 2 inches, if not even more, across parts of northeastern Nebraska. If you look at the actual observed rainfall amounts, again, the Broken Bow sensor kind of went down, so that obviously that .01 in Broken Bow isn't quite right, but almost 2.5 inches in Ord, almost 1 inch and 2/3 in Lexington. A little more than 1.5 inches in Norfolk, almost 1 inch in O'Neill. Again, officially at Leeburg Field in North Platte, they had just under 1 inch, but again, across much of eastern Lincoln County, they had quite a bit. Here in Lincoln, officially at the airport so far today, 1900s, again, but we will be adding to that total as we head through the morning and into this afternoon. And across the Lincoln Metro, again, anywhere from around maybe I'd say 1500s to maybe 2/10 to upwards of 1/4 to maybe 1/3 of an inch of rain across the Lincoln Metro. Heaviest amounts were in kind of the south central, southeastern part of town, and then across the far northern and northwestern parts of town. But again, I do think we'll add more to this as we head through the remainder of the day today, and I think another 1/4 to maybe 1/2 inch of rainfall, certainly not out of the realm of possibility through this morning and into the afternoon. So if you look at the Lincoln Weather Almanac from yesterday, June 2nd, got up to 90 degrees, 58 for a low, right where we should be. Again, officially no moisture yesterday. The rain we did see came after midnight, and again, officially 1500s or so. So far at the Lincoln Airport. So again, almost 5 inches below normal. Again, we absolutely need more rainfall, and we're going to get that today. Again, like I said, hopefully maybe another 1/4, upwards of 1/2 an inch, I think, possible through the morning into the afternoon. So weather headlines for today, much cooler. Again, it's going to be, again, likely actually already maybe seen our high temperature for the day today. So much cooler, rainy conditions as we head through the day today. But after today, fairly pleasant temperatures expected through the remainder of the week and into the weekend, and we will be watching for some off and on rain chances over the next several days. Again, our best chance, though, will be as we head through the day today. Low temperatures this morning, 40s and 50s out there, some 60s across the southeastern parts of the area. Here in Lincoln at the airport, 58 degrees so far for a low today. Low temperatures on the Tempest weather stations into the upper 50s. A lot of these are pretty close to our current temperatures. This, again, I think our high temperature for the day likely already occurred, as we'll see steady, if not falling temperatures into this afternoon. So sky views from across the state showing cloudy conditions here in the capital city, seeing some rain on the camera lens there. You can see 58 at the airport. That is our low for the day. North wind at 17 miles an hour, dew point at 55 degrees. So again, some areas of patchy fog certainly can't be ruled out if we see some light winds at times. Temperatures on the Tempest stations across the Lincoln Metro generally sitting in the upper 50s for us. Temperatures across the state, again, likely have already peaked, especially for the southeastern corner of the state, still in the 60s for Beatrice, Nebraska City, and Falls City, but expecting those temperatures to fall as we head through the morning into the afternoon as areas of clouds and rain and that cold front finally finishes pushing through the state. Otherwise, you head further to the west. We have temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to the lower to middle 50s. It's 53 in Grand Island and Hastings, 50 in North Platte this morning. So again, a unseasonably cool day across the state. Dew point temperatures behind the front much drier. You can still see long and ahead of the front. There's dew point readings are in the low to mid 60s. Dew points falling down to the mid 50s here in Lincoln. Just about an hour ago, they were right around 60 degrees. Though winds, though, you can see behind that front are out of the north, and they are a bit on the blustery side out of the north at 15 to 25 miles an hour. And I think, again, we could see some blustery north winds as we head through the day today. Could see some gusts 25 to 30 miles an hour through the day on your Tuesday before that wind begins to settle down as we head into this evening. So the current satellite radar picture, again, looking at the 4-hour loop, again, you can see the heavy thunderstorm activity is done with, but we're going to be dealing with areas of rain, possibly a few isolated thunderstorms as we head through the day today. And again, the rain is kind of filling in across parts of southeastern Nebraska. We'll be watching for some additional areas of rain to continue to lift northward from parts of Kansas as we head through this morning and into this afternoon. If you zoom out and look at a regional view, again, a lot of moisture across much of Nebraska, across parts of Kansas, across Iowa, up into Minnesota, and up into parts of Wisconsin as well. Again, this slow-moving cold front tracking through the plains, sucking up a lot of moisture into the region, and again, seeing some very beneficial rain across much of the region as well. And you zoom out, look at a national view. Again, most of the activity this morning is right here across the middle parts of the country. So as far as the weather alerts, there's not a ton of them across the United States, but again, here in the Midwest, we have those flood watches that are in place across parts of Missouri and western or eastern Kansas down into Oklahoma. Again, as they're expecting areas of heavy rain as we head through the day today. We do technically, I believe, have some air quality alerts, but for eastern Nebraska, that's going to be from 3 p.m. this afternoon until midnight tonight. Again, with those northerly winds bringing in some smoky conditions into the region, but certainly I think the rain should help with some of that. But again, that'll be something to watch out for this afternoon. So we check out Skycast again, and the trend is going to be seeing areas of rain as we head through the morning into the early to mid-afternoon hours before that rain begins to kind of push out of the region. By 5 o'clock tonight, again, line of thunderstorms redeveloping along that front down across parts of eastern Kansas into western Missouri. That's where the severe weather threat is going to be today. Again, Richardson County could get clipped by some of those thunderstorms, I think, as we head into this afternoon and this evening, but for most of the 10-11 coverage area, we're just going to be dealing with some rain and cloudy and cool conditions through the day today. But by 10 o'clock tonight, moisture should be done with. We should see clearing skies, cool conditions across the state. That wind should be settling down for us as well into the day on Wednesday. Much quieter conditions, I think, mostly sunny skies across the area, with partly cloudy skies in western sections of the state. And then into this evening, again, into Wednesday evening, quiet conditions across the area. And then into the day on Thursday, I think that's when we'll see our next chance for some moisture. Mainly, it looks like just some showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but again, some light moisture possible into the Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening time frame across the 10-11 coverage area. So precip potential over the next couple days. Again, a lot of this is going to come today, but we're looking at maybe another quarter, half an inch of moisture possible across the southern and southeastern sections of the state. The heaviest moisture is going to fall down across parts of eastern Kansas into western Missouri, where again, they could be looking at 2, 3, 4 inches of rainfall over the next several days. The 7-day precipitation potential, again, keeps a lot of that moisture down to our south across parts of Kansas, Missouri, into Oklahoma and Texas. And as far as the severe weather outlook, again, marginal and slight risk today along that cold front, and that's going to be stretching from, parts of the UP all the way through parts of Missouri, Kansas, and into Oklahoma. As we head through the day on Tuesday into the day tomorrow, no severe weather threat expected. Could see an isolated thunderstorm in the west. And then on Thursday, again, some isolated thunderstorms are possible, but again, nothing severe expected at this time with that severe threat staying down to our south. So check out statewide view, Skycast. Again, showers, isolated thunderstorms continue to lift through the area through this morning into this afternoon. By 5 o'clock and into this evening, that rainfall becomes done. We're looking at mostly clear, quieter conditions, drier conditions by 10 o'clock tonight into the day on Wednesday. We'll see variable cloudiness, generally dry conditions, though, for most of the 10-11 coverage area. And then into the day on Thursday, our next chance for moisture arrives. I think we see mostly cloudy skies through the day on your Thursday, some hit and miss light rain showers possible across the area. Temperatures cooler than normal, but should be fairly pleasant for us. So highs today, and again, a lot of these have likely already occurred. Going to go 62 in Lincoln, but again, that was already this morning. Could be seeing temperatures into the mid to upper 50s by this afternoon. Low temperatures tonight will be cool down to the low 40s to low 50s. High temperatures tomorrow getting into the upper 60s to upper 70s, so they will be warmer. Close to normal in Lincoln and eastern Nebraska, but then as we head into the day on Thursday, we'll see again cloudy and cooler conditions again. Lows to start the day in the 50s to near 60, but then high temperatures Thursday afternoon in the low 60s to low 70s. Into Friday morning, it's into the 50s to low 60s. Friday afternoon looks fairly pleasant with temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Into the weekend on Saturday morning, upper 40s to low to mid 50s, and then warm warmer, I should say, into the weekend. Saturday looks like highs in the lower 80s across the area, staying in the low 80s then on Sunday and into early next week. Best chance for rain is going to come today, but then some hit and miss, kind of off and on rain chances expected Thursday, Friday, and into the upcoming weekend. 10-day forecast for select cities across the state shows the cool conditions through the work week, with warmer weather arriving as we head into the weekend and then through the week next week. Dew point temperatures don't look like they'll be too outrageous for us over the course of the next 10 days. Again, could see some periods of higher humidity, and those rain chances again will be highest today. Another good chance as we head into the day Thursday, with some small chances Friday into the weekend for us. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, June 10th through June 16th. Again, favoring warmer than average conditions and also favoring wetter than average conditions across much of the region. So we'll just keep an eye on those rain chances today. But again, looks like mainly just some rain, maybe an isolated thunderstorm kind of mixed in there. But again, keep our fingers crossed here for maybe another quarter to half an inch of moisture, I think, as we head through the day today for us here in Lincoln and across the southeastern corner of the state. So again, as always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest forecast details through the day today.